Hello, welcome to our project. This is Nick Jacobs and Jim Riddle's viewing
Hello.
party. We're going to start the presentation by just going through our Heroku and showing like the basic functionality of what we created and what it does. This is the home page, so it's welcome to Viewing Party Lite. We don't have any users yet, so we're going to go ahead and create a couple users. We're going to do Nick, put in a name and an email, create a user. As you can see, it goes to like a user's show page, but we're going to create one more user before we go any further. So we got Jim at touring.eu, and we go home. You can see both of our users are now listed on the home page. We can click on one, and we're going to go discover some movies. So we'll just go to top rated movies. You see it'll show us the top 20 movies, and you can return to that discover page if you decide you wanted something else. So here we'll do Fight Club and search, and we'll just go ahead and click the first Fight Club. This is the details page. We have the title, vote average, runtime, description, the first 10 cast members, total reviews, and then the author of the reviews with their review included. From here, we can click a button for create a Fight Club viewing party. If we set it for less than the duration time of the viewing party, we'll get an error code. So I'm just going to fill in times really quick and then click create party. And you'll see duration must be greater than runtime. So we got to go back and make it at least the minimum length. We'll now set a time again, and I'll invite Jim. Click create party. This takes us to our viewing party dashboard. It shows my viewing parties, has image, the date, time, duration. It tells me that I'm the host of this and that I've invited Jim to this. If you decide you want more details on the viewing part or on the movie, you can go back to that page from there. If we go back home and we go to Jim now, we can view his viewing parties where he is not the host. And then we have guests. And that is the basic functionality of our website. And I'm going to go into the code and I'm going to run our tests really quick to show that they're passing and our coverage. So we have 100% simple cloud coverage with 36 out of 36 passing. We can do open coverage / index.html. I'll show you, we have all of our tests with everything passing. And then I'm going to pass it off to Jim. He's going to talk about some feedback he would like and things that we're specifically proud of. So for proud of, we're going
to. Yeah, thanks, Nick. The dashboard on a specific party, we thought that was one of the more challenging user stories. We spent a decent amount of time just figuring out the best way to identify if you were the host of a party or not. So the path for this includes an ID, so you know that that's where you're coming from. We chose to write a pretty quick and dirty model method for a party to find the host. And so that is, yeah, thank you. So that's just finding the host if we have a Boolean in our joins table. So if that is true, then we're pulling that user ID and then we're returning the user finding that host ID. So that is in our view where the conditional is on line 10. So if I am the host, then we're just printing you are the host of this party, and then we're iterating through the rest of the users that are invited but not a host and printing their name. And then if you aren't the host of this party, we're getting all the users and printing those names as well. So yeah, in terms of feedback, yeah, thanks, Nick. We had a couple design choices. So the first like facade poro service, we were kind of going through what we learned in class. And then when we got to movie cast and movie reviews, because of how the return for the postman was set up on the movie cast, we chose not to instantiate movie objects. But then in the movie reviews, just because of there's enough overlap with and the return, we did create movie objects. So just like if there's feedback on what is, I guess, more convention, should we have created another Poro object for, cast for review? We kind of relied pretty heavily on the movie Poro. So any feedback on that would be great.
Cool. I'll take it back from here, and I'm just gonna go through some examples of where we either found edge cases or did some SAD path testing. So first off, we're on this movie details page, and we're expecting to have all of this content that was required per the user story. But then one thing we tested was it's only supposed to show the first 10 cast members. So we found the 11th cast member, which is Christina Cabot, and expected her not to show up, which is proving, hey, we got the first 10, but we don't include anything beyond that. In the dashboard spec, we simulated creating a viewing party. So we added user 2 and user 3, and then expected not to see user 4 when we go to the actual viewing party dashboard. So we SAD pathed both of those. And then going into the parties controller is where we did an edge case example. So basically we just checked to see, make sure that someone was invited to your viewing party. And if so, we're gonna go through each person that was invited and create a user party association for them. And the edge case that we did was, well, what if we make a viewing party and we don't add anyone to it? And that is where this else statement comes in. It's just the same thing. We're just not iterating through any invitees. So that is all that. Let's pull up. Okay, I think we covered pretty much everything that was requested. Jim, if you have anything extra.
No, yeah, I think we're good on time in terms of being under 10 minutes. I would just add, I thought it was also good. We utilized Postman quite a bit just to see what the endpoints were looking, whether it's returning an array, whether it's turning a hash, what things we needed to grab. That was, I thought we did well with that. Like a refactoring opportunity, we could have pulled out some of our, in our Poro test, we could have made some more mocks, and we just kind of wrote, we just copy and pasted the entire export from the Postman. So nothing, no major refactor opportunities, I would say.
Yeah, I was just gonna build on that. Was just when we went through and made the web mock data, just for the sake of time, we didn't go through and put the raw data into a fixture and then refer to the fixture. We just pasted it directly in the test. So if we went back and refactored it, that's definitely one of the first things we would probably hit. But other than that, I think that's everything, and hopefully you guys liked our project.
Thank you.
Thanks.